Carbon buildup remains the arch enemy of internal combustion engines, and I've acquired the next batch of top-of-the-line fuel system cleaners, and thanks to everyone who took out time to make a suggestion, I'm going to be testing this in my signature style, looking at before and after footage of various parts of the engine. I have some ideas on how I want to go about these tests, and here's a chance for you to make sure I cover something you really want to see in these tests. Now let's get this. I have two categories of cleaners. First, we have the fuel additives, which go straight into the fuel tank, and the second batch are those products that go directly into the combustion chamber for direct contact cleaning. Before going further in the video, I have a very important sponsor today, and that's you guys, and I mean all of you. Thank you so much for staying with me and supporting me to get to 100,000 subscribers. This is me saying a million thanks, and as part of my way of giving back, watch out for the scan tool giveaway for this year. I'm hoping we can make this third edition the biggest yet in celebration of this milestone, and you may want to subscribe just so you don't miss it. One more time, thank you guys for getting me here, and now let's get back to the video. Starting with the fuel additives, these are top of the line products from each of the manufacturers, and they work in both multi-port and direct injection fuel systems. Considering the number of products that I have to test because I'm using one car, the first area that you guys can really help with is deciding which product to start with. Would it be the AmSoil Performance Improver, which claims to get the job done in one fuel tank, or do you want me to start with Royal Purple Max Clean? I added this to the lineup due to a number of requests from you guys. Next is the Liquimoly Pro Line Fuel Injection Cleaner. That's another product I personally want to test, since the Pro Line is Liquimoly's range of concentrated formulas. Not shown here is the Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner that I have on order, and so it's another product that I'm going to be testing since many of you have been asking for it for a while. I honestly don't plan to make a video on this oil scene because for me it's just something I use as an octane booster or to improve the quality of my fuel. I've brought back Redline S1 and BG44K Platinum because the circumstances under which I tested the two products previously varied, and so I want to even out the test conditions. And that brings me to the second point where I would like your input, and that's my approach to testing, because I've gotten a lot of comments on whether Liquimoly Valve Clean is better than some of the top of the line fuel system cleaners that I've tested. Now the truth is that the level of effort I put into the Liquimoly cleaning, I haven't done that with any other fuel system cleaner. I used 6 cans in 5 consecutive fuel tanks and also did 100 miles of spirited driving with each fill up. If you notice, I have at least 2 or 3 bottles of each of these fuel additives, and that's because I like to do these tests in a head-to-head fashion so that at the end of the day I'll be able to rank these fuel cleaners against each other. For this set of cleaners, I could be looking at 2 consecutive fill-ups with some spirited driving, but let me know if you have some other thoughts. My focus is going to be primarily on the level of cleaning on the injector tips and the piston crowns. Let me know if you'd want to see a before and after of the catalytic converter. This is something a number of you have asked questions around, but that's something I've done in the past with some other cleaners and haven't noticed any clogging of the catalytic converter, so I no longer show those, but I'm happy to include it if lots of you want to see it. The second category of products are those that go directly into the combustion chamber, and I have the ProTech Carbon X, with the K1 being the cleaning foam while the K2 is the neutralizer. This is a product I've been hunting for a couple years. I also have Verilube's anti-carbon product, which would be interesting to test. For this second category, apart from looking at the piston crown, I'll also be inspecting the entire combustion chamber. This part at the top tends to be the most difficult part to clean, so it'll be interesting to see what level of change we can have here. Is there any other thing you would want to see or like me to do differently? Be sure to hit me up in the comments, and don't forget to like and share if you've loved this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!